Hey folks, Daily Landsblog here, and this is it's important for me to be able to talk to you today because I've had a really not a good day. I don't like to be overly dramatic and talk in terms of it was a terrible day, but I'm really struggling mentally. But I'm not depressed at all. I had a really bad day. I had a really sad day. But in terms of my depression, um, I don't feel it at all. And that's why this is so important for me to talk to you today, because today explains the difference between depression and sadness perfectly in my own mind. So here's what really made it tough for me is the fact that I think you've heard me speak about the fact that my mom has Alzheimer's. And there's been an evolution to her struggle. And one of the things that we were always able to sort of maintain was a positivity, because she was never really down. She was never really sad. But, the last couple of days, that has not been the case. And I spoke to her on the phone, and she just felt like she didn't know where she was or who she was, and she felt lost. And I just started to ruminate about it and think of just how difficult a position it would be for this person that gave me everything in life. And I find it really hard and really sad. But I'm not depressed. I'm not clinically depressed. I do not have the symptoms of my illness today. There is a difference. And here's what really explains it to me. Today, having struggled for a couple of hours, I went to spin class, and I walked in and I saw my daughter Casey there. And that brought me joy. That made me happy. So the difference between depression and sadness is when you are really depressed, you cannot experience joy. But in your sadness, if something good happens to you, then you can feel it. And I felt that today, and I cherish that today. And I realize that I am mentally, at least today, in a really good place. So here is the dichotomy. Here is the battle that goes on in my mind. On one hand, a really difficult day mentally, but on the other hand, a really easy day for me mentally, if you know what I mean. I am sad, but I'm not depressed. I'm frustrated. I'm a little bit scared about the future, but in no way do I feel like I can't experience joy. And that's something special for me, because if I was in that position today, I have no idea how I would make it through the day. So I wanted to share that with you. You may think that this is a one-way conversation. I talk to you. But on a day like this, I feel like I need to talk for my own benefit. I hope it helps you to understand the difference between sadness and depression. SickNotWeak.com. 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here because sometimes I need to be here.